Welcome to CIT Tech Tips. My name is Vincent.
My name is Corri.
My name is Kadyn.
And my name is Alex.
Today we're going to be discussing smartphones with AI. Who would like to go first?
Yeah, I can. So, a great thing I think we should ask ourselves is what is AI? AI is actually short for artificial intelligence, and it's basically the science of making machines act and think like humans. Do you guys like AI?
Yeah, I do. It's in a lot of some of my favorite games.
Yeah, AI is pretty cool. It improves phones and everything. It'll improve the camera quality in phones.
So I'm hearing around the office, Alex, that you actually have one of those new fancy Samsung phones. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, that's right. I have the new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5. Has AI built into it. It improves the camera quality if I take a picture. It enhances the bit rate and everything. It has that AI.
I'll ask you this question. Do you ever feel like you rely on AI in a lot of your pictures, or are you more of like a natural picture taker? Like you want what you see, not like any AI like adding effects or anything to it.
Well, if I'm going to take a picture from a far distance, it's usually blurry. The AI will enhance that picture and make it clear. And it's very cool that it does that, so I can take pictures super far away and it'll be very clear.
Interesting. Does AI do anything else besides that? Like just like Siri on iPhone? Do you also have one like that as well?
Samsung phones have an AI similar to Siri. It's Bixby. Bixby is very similar to Siri. It does all the same things as Siri. But Samsung phones have this new feature on the newer Samsung phones. You can circle an image on your phone and it'll search that on Google exactly what you circled. And it has built-in Samsung AI that.
Got it. Okay. Um, does anyone know what the actual definition of AI is? Like, if I was to make a piece of code that had different values that could be picked at random, is that considered AI if it's like randomized, or if it like senses patterns and changes its idea based on it? Because I've been playing this new game that came out recently. It's like Wukong, and it's on Steam. And when you attack the character, the enemy, like the boss, like will change its patterns and stuff. And I'm just curious if that's like sort of like AI or if that's a different type.
Yeah, that's actually a great question. So, AI, it's basically the machine's ability to perform with cognitive functions that we associate with human minds. That's the definition. So, it's like perceiving, reasoning, learning, interacting with the environment. It's problem solving and exercising creativity. So, there's a very big chance that your Wukong boss actually is AI.
Really interesting. Uh, Alex, I heard you've been playing that game a lot recently. Anything to comment on that?
It's a very cool game.
Yeah. Do you also see the AI bosses there too?
Yeah, AI is definitely involved in that game. I would recommend that game to almost anyone. It's a very good game.
How much is the game?
I think it's about $60.
Yeah. What's your favorite boss? Is it like the dragon one that you see?
Yeah, it was that white dragon that I spent 4 days trying to beat.
All right, that's cool. Corri, do you have anything you want to add?
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, I think it's impressive how we can basically integrate AI into everything now, into our everyday lives. And now we can have it in our smartphones. We can be opening our Notes app, and the future might make it so AI can edit everything we say. We can AI generate videos for social media. People do that all the time. It's actually a really huge presence on a lot of platforms that I myself visit. Sometimes you can't tell what's real and what's AI, and that's the scary part.
I spend a lot of time online, as much as like everyone else, but I see a lot of like AI generated like videos and ads and stuff. Actually, I was talking to Kadyn the other day, and he was seeing like the same ones, and I was just curious, Kadyn, do you have anything you want to add? Like, have you been seeing this also?
No, not really.
Interesting. Okay. Corri, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, have you guys heard about Girly Girl Productions? It's a song. It's like an AI, right? And these people put prompts into AIs and it writes songs. I'm gonna play it for the mic a little bit. But it's like
Maybe we'll save that for the end, but you can continue.
yeah. So Girly Girl Productions, it's like all AI, and people think it's actually Danny Gonzalo, but they have a lot of different AI music. And the thing is, they post it all over TikTok, and it's all AI generated, AI sung, and it's like this one person who is trying to turn the world into AI.
Interesting. That's pretty cool. Sorta-ish. I mean, I feel like regular music made by people with like actual talent is probably better, but you know, I guess AI can do stuff like that. Alex, do you have anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, there's this new Samsung Ring that just came out, I believe. This ring has AI built into it. It's supposed to like analyze biometric data. It'll collect a lot more than what the watch has. And it's a great way to scaling out your health using that AI ring. It's pretty cool.
How much is it? If you know exactly.
I believe it's like 500, but I can double check that.
Sure thing. $500 doesn't seem that bad for that stuff. I mean, it's expensive, but I mean, the stuff you get for it really kind of like outweighs the cost. Any information on the price? Alright, we'll come back to you.
I have a question for you guys.
Sure.
So this is aimed at everybody, but does AI scare you guys, like the way it's heading, or do you think it's going to be a good fit for society? Because I know this is kind of like up in the air. Everybody has different opinions, but do you guys like AI, or are you starting
I love
to?
it. I love AI.
What is that, Vin?
AI is, it's like, it's so cool, I guess.
Talk closer.
Like, the more it just like develops and stuff, you can really see its like latent abilities and stuff.
There's
that
some
it has.
downsides to that too, though.
What are the downsides?
Well, as it's constantly developing, it can get out of its code. There have been so many times where AI have gone rogue. There was one time in history, I forget what it's called, but they had to shut down an entire program because it was an experiment. They had two AI bots chat to each other to solve a problem, and they made their own language, and they were literally started talking in their own AI language, and so the two companies had to shut these bots down. Like, AI could take out, like, theoretically take over the world at some point.
Really?
Yes, really!
Wow, interesting.
What do you think about this, Kadyn?
I don't really care for AI. It's kind of, it'll eventually take over, but I mean, we won't be alive for that.
How long do you think it will take?
Give it 200 years. Maybe we'll be there.
200.
Yeah, 200.
Why's that?
I don't know, 'cause it's not that involved yet. We're just from the start of it.
Yeah, we also have to think a lot of technology the government has.
I think
but they
we're
don't
getting
release
off track
it to
a little
us.
And they're
bit.
not going to.
We're supposed to be talking about AI and the phones.
We've been talking about
You're right.
You're right.
Yeah, so I think we should let Kadyn.
Alex, you kick it off.
Me?
It's Ryan, bro. Of course it's Ryan.
I know that AI will help with navigation on like Google Maps and stuff. You're in the car, you connect your phone to your car. AI will help you travel and everything. I think that's pretty cool. Kadyn, I think you know more about that.
Yeah, the AI actually uses the speedometer, like on the streets, and tell you what the speed limit is, so you don't actually like go over to.
Alright, we're back. Kadyn wanted to add a little bit more to the end of it. So here he is.
Yeah, Google Maps uses like AI to see like what speed the street is on. It's pretty cool if you think about it, like how it works. Anyone else?
Yeah, sure. That was really great, Kadyn. To predict what traffic will look like in the near future, Google Maps actually it analyzes the historical traffic patterns. So say Route 95 has backups every Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. which is totally unrealistic, but then it would show on Google Maps there would be a backup for like the time it would take to go down route. Did I say 95? I said 95. But yeah, no, Google Maps has really powered traffic data through an AI for about 13 years, which is insane because I didn't know AI existed until like 3, 4, 5 years ago. Now, another thing that really happens to help is I think Vin would like to put it all together. You want to put it all together, Vin?
Sure. It all works in real life by using like general like facts and stuff like that to like base its like information around. Getting back to the AI in Google Maps and stuff like that. I know I've been traveling a lot recently. Kadyn's been actually traveling even more than me recently. And
I have.
he's been using Google Maps a lot to go back and forth between a couple states. Maybe the question I want to ask him is, have you been experiencing a lot of like traffic on Google Maps that was correct and the time was correct as well?
Kind of. It's more accurate on like if there's cops, but mostly with the traffic, it just tells you how long and how far the distance is. It's actually pretty accurate. It's impressive.
Interesting. So it's been pretty accurate, you would say, with everything.
I definitely used it for like at least 5 hours, and it's pretty good. It's pretty accurate.
There you have it, folks. Google Maps is accurate. Let's bring it back to Corri.
Yeah, another thing that uses AI, it's another traffic thing, and it's Waze. And Waze will actually, it'll show you when there are like cops nearby and traffic. So you're speeding a little bit, you'll get a little notification on your map saying slow down, there's a cop. Pretty helpful to criminals, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a criminal though. Alex, do you have anything to add?
No, but I have a new thing I could talk about.
Yeah, do that.
So, WhatsApp, that
WhatsApp?
that
I
social
love
media messaging platform,
What?
uses AI.
What?
So if you have like a friend or family member in a different country, or a friend that's in a different country, they speak a different language, their messages will be in a different language. They'll send it over, and it will translate it
Really?
What?
to the language you speak.
So iMessage and like Samsung texting don't have this feature? Maybe they do. Maybe they don't.
I don't know. They might. I
They
just know
don't
that
have
WhatsApp
automatic.
was more involved with that.
Why would people want to use WhatsApp instead of just texting and then maybe using Google Translate?
Because if they're overseas or something, if they're like a different country, messaging might not work well. If you're from the United States,
Does it cost more money?
I believe so. It'll cost more money. It's also just not the same. It's just different.
You've been to Japan before, right?
Yes.
And did they use a lot of like Samsung phones with like different AI stuff in it?
Yeah. Japan doesn't really use iPhones. They use all the other phones, like any Android powered phone. Personally, I just think it's a better phone than Apple. Nothing wrong with Apple.
Debatable.
I just think that
Whoa.
I agree
Apple.
with Vin.
I don't agree with you both.
So it's a 2v2?
Apple is just awful.
Let's get back on topic.
Yeah, Kadyn got a little off topic there.
No, I don't think it's
Get
off
back
topic.
on.
We're talking about the phones
No,
and
this is-
everything still.
This is a perfect
Why-
Okay, so how does the
Hey,
AI
Kadyn,
compare
Difference
then?
with the
Why do
AI
you-
is also in Apple too. So
Apple, its products are just cheaply made.
yeah, but we're talking about AI and phones.
Yeah,
Yes, and the AI in it is cheaply made too.
Where's your base on that? Like
It's just a known fact.
from who?
Literally everyone on Google, everywhere.
Okay, well, so the thing is, so Samsung's AI focuses on productivity, but Apple's AI aims for a personalized experience. So if you want a personalized experience, go with Apple. But if you want
So-
productiveness,
Well,
go with
Samsung, you can
So-
personalize your stuff as well. Samsung has more assistance, AI assistance on the phone than Apple phones. Samsung offers a lot more for AI.
Well, according to this, it says that Apple has better personalization. So, I mean,
I'm not saying that it had
The facts
had better
speak
or not.
volumes there.
It still you can still personalize stuff.
you can still have good like AI stuff on Apple as
I
well.
I think Apple's just more family friendly as a user for the phone.
Isn't that what you're looking for in stuff like that?
For some people, Apple's the way to go for some people, but overall, if you can learn how an Android device works, I think overall it's just better. It's a lot more to it than an Apple phone. Apple phones are more simplified. They can't do as much. Samsung phones and like the OnePlus phone, anything powered by Android, has a lot more to it.
I heard that Samsung uses AI to for a lot of their pictures, like we talked about earlier. But if you zoom in on the sky using a Samsung phone and on the moon, it'll actually like use AI to like add craters and stuff, which people are sort of mixed about because a lot of people like authentic photos and they don't like AI messing with the photos and changing things.
I agree about that. It's just when you have a phone that can barely make out what that image is, you would want AI to fix it so you can actually have a clear enough picture to know what it is. Say you take a picture of a bird super far away, you don't know what bird it is because it's too blurry to tell. The AI will generate the image and make it better and more clear, and you'll know what bird you just took a picture of. That's what the AI will help with.
Interesting. Corey, would you like to add something?
Yeah, so I understand your points, and they're like 100% valid. But if you think of it from a standpoint, Apple is more accessible to people like elderly people and little kids because Samsung
I
it is
disagree.
really.
I disagree with that.
Hey,
Little kids
hang
should not
on.
be getting phones.
Okay, but hang on. I agree with that standpoint, but like with the Apple, Apple is it's very personalized. Like its entire mission is ease of access so that these elderly people can do it. And while Samsung might be better in a lot of standpoints, it is more complicated because the complication is what makes it a bit better.
How old are these old people? Like 70s, 80s? Because like some old people should not be having phones either.
70 to
Sorry.
95. Hey, if they can have phones, then
I'm telling you right now, my grandfather's in a nursing home, and he calls for the stupidest things, and he calls for like on the nurse's phone, so it's not good.
well, not everyone is your grandfather.
If they can drive, they can use a phone.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah, do they have old-fashioned maps? I don't know. I think there's benefits and doubts to both, and I think that all of us, we have valid points. I think that maybe there will never be a clear winner. Apple.
Interesting take there. Does anyone else want to add anything, any type of AI that we haven't talked about yet, maybe? Or maybe even something cool? Chat GPT, maybe? Alex, would you like to chime in?
Not really. I
What
don't
do you
really
think-
know much about the
Got
Chat
it.
GBT.
What do you think
I get
about? Sorry, what do you think about people who like use ChatGPT? Like, there's some people who download apps on their phone, like the AI girlfriend app. What do you think about people who do that? Because
Maybe some people just get lonely. And
it's
they
a
just,
serious topic though, because
they're
there's so many
looking for someone
people.
else.
They're interacting with
That's
these
pretty
AI
sad.
girlfriends and AI friends, and then they have no one in the real world, and they're completely immersed.
Yeah, I think AI is good and bad. I don't think people should be doing that. They should be,
You should
I
get
don't know,
game.
I
They
just
shouldn't
think
be
AI,
talking to like Miku or anything, using it.
No, they should
No.
get a genuine relationship.
they should have a conversation with real people, but AI should be useful for tasks
And tips.
And yeah, tips and looking up stuff. It shouldn't be useful for like a friend or a partner. It should not be useful in that way.
Yeah.
It should.
I'm watching this video right now, actually on Instagram, and it's AI because it's a cat cutting a watermelon, and if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure cats can't cut watermelon. So I'll show you guys right now. There it is right there.
Yeah, sorry. Distracting me.
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting because we've gotten to that point where we can use AI to like change and morph like objects and stuff and like people and animals.
Yeah,
and
another
things
thing.
they can't even do.
Another thing that AI can do. AI will copy people's voices, and that's very bad, because they can use people's voices to do other stuff.
Yeah, like, how will you guys know that this podcast isn't fully AI generative?
Like to add, there's actually some positive stuff about the using AI for voices. I've seen some stories of people that have used AI to have their like grandmother who's been like long since passed. Like you can use like voice audio and stuff, and they can like make them say things. But this is what the family wanted. But like it can still help out some people. Yeah, Kadyn, do you have anything you want to add about any AI stuff?
No, I really don't like AI. I don't really have an opinion on it.
I mean, I guess if no one else has anything to say, Vin, do you want to wrap this up?
Sure thing. Thank you guys for watching this podcast about AI in phones and other types of media. My name is Vincent.
My name's Corri.
My name is Kadyn.
And my name is Alex.
Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out some of our other podcasts that are up on the CIT Tech Tips podcast channel. And yeah, stay tuned for our next podcast. Like and subscribe.